In response to a request from one of our library listeners, I'm going to recite the poem called Follower by Seamus Heaney. Seamus Heaney was born in 1939 at Mossbourne Farm, Northern Ireland, into a generational farming family. His early poetry focused on his childhood experience, identity, and rural life, and all three are found in Follower, which was written in 1963. To understand this poem, it is best to appreciate the world that Heaney grew up in. Follower focuses on the relationship between father and son, shifting in perspective from both past to present, giving an insight into a son's reaction to the passing of time and that same father grown old. Seamus Heaney begins the poem with deep admiration and respect for his father, contrasting his father's exceptional farming skills with his own stumbling ineptitude as he follows behind him as he ploughs the field. Heaney's father uses a traditional walking plough drawn by two horses to cultivate their family farm. His description of his father ploughing is rather beautiful. He rounded his shoulders as he guided the plough in such a way that his body looked like a sail fastened at one end to the beams that braced the plough's handles, and at the other end to the trench that he was cutting into the earth. The horses worked hard to keep up with his voice commands. But by the poem's end, there's been a major role reversal. The final lines reveal that Heaney's father, having grown weak with age, eventually trails behind him. I would like to say a special thank you to the Heaney estate, especially Catherine, for granting permission to Waterford Libraries to record one of her dad's poems called Follow Her by Seamus Heaney, and I've taken it from New Selected Poems 1966 to 1987. My father worked with a horse-plough. His shoulders globed like a full sail strung between the shafts and the furrow. The horses strained at his clicking tongue. An expert. He would set the wing and fit the bright steel pointed sock. The sod rolled over without breaking. At the headrig, with a single pluck of reins, the sweating team turned round and back into the land. His eye narrowed and angled at the ground, mapping the furrow exactly. I stumbled in his hobnailed wake, fell sometimes on the polished sod. Sometimes he rode me on his back, dipping and rising to his plod. I wanted to grow up and plough, to close one eye, stiffen my arm. All I ever did was follow in his broad shadow round the farm. I was a nuisance, tripping, falling, yapping always. But today it is my father who keeps stumbling behind me and will not go away.